Hey Shug, let's do a glass skin facial at home together. If you don't know, I am a licensed esthetician of 8 years and we're gonna be dealing with this. I have been not showing my skin the love that it needs. If you know that since it's been getting drier, you know, ooh, I can feel myself just picking at it. But on our cycle, have a lot of fun texture going on. We're gonna dermaplane today. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite things to really help you give that glass skin look, that glass skin vibe, okay? Not only am I gonna show you how to do a glass skin facial, esthetician style, but I'm going to be waxing these brows. No tutorial there, y'all just gotta see that because that needs to happen. Lip needs to get waxed. And then we're also gonna do our press-on nails. I've been doing at-home gel X, and when I tell you, if you are a mama that does not like to do too much, like you like a short French kind of vibe, you like a quick little neutral set, I kind of recommend, if you can, or if you just don't like sitting there and having your hands held hostage for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, I highly recommend doing what I'm gonna do. It's super affordable and it's super easy. We don't gotta paint nothing. We don't have to have no accuracy. Just follow along. I'm gonna show you exactly how I've been doing my nails lately. So let's get started. So we are not where we should be. I'm at the point where I can do like this, with my lips. So we're gonna do a quick little lip wax, quick little brow wax. Got a little cute bump on our nose. How freaking sexy is that? Okay, love it, yeah, love it. Oh my gosh, I got some congestion. Yeah, we got work to do. If you're gonna do your at-home wax, I highly recommend using some Cerakote wax. I'm using soft wax today just because that's all I have, but I personally prefer hard wax. But we get it how we live over here. We get it how we freaking live. I have this wax kit. I picked this up at Salon Centric. You do not have to be a esthetician to get a little kit like this. You can get it off of Amazon. You can probably get it off of Sally's. I just got it because I had to go into Salon Centric. So yeah, make sure the wax. Last time I checked, she was piping and she still is. She still is. Okay, great, wonderful. We're gonna stir up. But yeah, don't use that. Don't use GG wax. I have a GG wax pot for at home because it's a little real tiny and it gets the job done. Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is strictly for amusement. This is not for a tutorial or anything. Get this nice and clean, or at least dry. I did like a cleanse in the shower before we got into the thing. I'm looking here so we can make sure we are doing what we need to do. But baby, these brows, this lip, we're gonna get right. So just brushing our brows. What are we gonna do? I wanna do the brows first. Why? I don't know. Let's trim these mugs. Let's trim these mugs. Oh, overall, here we are in October. How do y'all feel 2025 has been? I feel like I had no expectations for her coming into it, but I have been disappointed. I've been disappointed. I traveled a lot more than I thought I would, which was great and wonderful. I went to my most favorite place ever, which is St. Martin. Like I will die on the hill. Like I will, before I die, I will have a home in St. Martin and I will go there frequently. Aside from that, I went to Mexico for the first time. Oh, I went to Mexico twice this year. And baby, let me tell you something about Mexico. That food is crazy, ridiculous, should be illegal. It's so freaking good. Even the airport food is good. Airport tacos, bang, 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 bang. They're so freaking good. I've been happy, okay, with my little travels. Went to Tulum earlier this year. Tulum was a vibe, she was cute. Tulum has to grow some more though. Definitely not as developed as like Cancun, but you know. Oh my god, they already have them pre-cut. Ah, love it. Make my life easier. Okay, if you are new to waxing, I don't recommend going into soft waxing. Now, if you have really, really fine hair, you probably will get a better result. But hard wax me down, mama. I worked at the European Coochie sweatshop, and over there, they use hard wax, and so I'm a little bit more biased. The majority of my career, we've hard waxed. 2025 has been a ride. 2025 has been like literally a roller coaster. It's been up and down, up and down. But one thing I have say what I'll take away from this year, biggest thing that I'll take away from this year is that I am seeing who truly want, if there's a difference between people being here and people who like want just being there and someone who just wants to be there, if that makes sense. I hate just not intentional. I don't know. I do everything I can to be as intentional as possible, and to not have that reciprocated, like, I don't like that. Okay, we got a little brow hair. This ain't the one y'all want. I'm gonna show you the one y'all want. That's gonna be the one under here. So we need to figure out, oh, maybe we can, this is what the zoom up for the mirror is for. Do not be using the zoom up to try to find out all your flaws. This is to help you. Ooh, I missed some hairs right there. I'll get those in a second. But yeah, I only want people who want to be with, like, I only want to deal with people or give to people who want to be here. Not just because they settled with being here or being with me or being around me. I want people who are intentionally choosing me. And if it's not that, I don't want it. Friendship, romantically. I feel like I pick the people in my life, and I feel like a lot of people this year have shown me that they've settled with me in their life. And I don't want to be anyone's, like, I don't ever want to be anyone's like, oh, I settled. Ew, how icky. And girl, like the way this ADHD brain is, like, I feel like a lot of times I miss it. It's like, it'd be clear as day. It would be clear as day. But me and my positive, patty, delusional self don't be seeing it. How? Hell if I know, girl. Hell if I know. Okay, a reason why I don't like to do soft wax on brows is because the wax moves. Whenever I put this down, this wax is smooth, this wax is spread. I'm hoping that we don't take off too much eyebrow. My eyebrows are tattooed, so it'll be okay if we do. But, oh yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Get right. Beautiful. What we needed. Woo, Chile. And we're gonna clean that up in just a second. But yeah, be intentional about me. Want me. Like, not pick me, but, you know, I don't want to be the last person on the field whenever we're picking teams. Like, you know, I want to feel like, hey, I always wanted you to be here. I've always wanted you around. I want you to be. That's all. I'm gonna finish this brow up right here. We missed a little bit right there. There we go. Beautiful, sensational, sensational. Okay, bam, lower brow done. We're gonna go ahead and go over here. Actually, if you want to, we can speed this up. You don't gotta get all of this. Whatever's worth keeping, keep. That would be to go. I'm going to Breezy Ball next week. Oh no, yeah, next week. And I didn't want to, like, I don't know, wax it too early or wax it too late. You know, I don't want Chris Brown to be able to see my mustache from the 200 level. Nails not done, toenail polish chipped, brows full. Ooh, we gotta do that one again. Just not giving Pilates hottie this morning at all. It was late. It was just not. Ow! Oh! I put off too much of my brow! Oh! Okay, we're fucking around. Let me... Oh! I gapped myself! That's never happened! Alright, let me lock in. I have never gapped myself in all of my years of being an esthetician, in all of my years waxing myself. I have never gapped myself. And there it is, a gap. Just be drawing them in until they go back. I gapped myself. Oh, okay, yeah. Let me shut up. Yeah, there we go. And that didn't even get everything. The lip wax is now on my betrayal list. Literally. Oh God, I promise I'm gonna go get me some heart wax immediately. Immediately. And I will not be bothered anymore. Ooh, better. Ooh, look at that lip. Just fuzzy. I feel like this is not going nowhere near as how I wanted this to go, but you know what, we move. Okay, we gotta clean up. We gotta do one more on each side. Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get. Okay, on to what really matters. Because this was a little bit of a fail. All of this redness will go down here shortly. I have all of this sticky wax residue on my face, which is another reason why I hate soft wax. So we are gonna do dermaplaning or oil planing. What oil planing is when we just do dermaplaning with oil. So I'm gonna tell you always, never use that little funky brow razor on your face, or the little ones that they sell at the store. If you're really gonna do it and you're gonna have some cojones about it, get you a scalpel and get you a scalpel blade. This is a surgical blade, number 10R. 10 is like the narrow one. R is when they round it out so it's not so jagged and scary looking. I don't recommend you doing this if you're not an esthetician. I also don't recommend you doing this if you are acne prone. But the problem is, you're gonna do it anyway. I'm doing this because this is what I want to do. I am telling you, I am giving you my professional opinion. You should not be doing this. I can do this because I know what the hell I'm doing. You should. But I'll still show you. You're gonna also buy this, make sure you get a blade remover. Otherwise, you will be messed up and down and out in this game. Okay, so boom, we done latched that together. Got a little cotton round. I can't wait to show you all the fuzziness that comes off of my face. I know it's fuzzy because I've not done anything to my face since my last facial, which was, I don't know, early summer at this point. So why I love hemp seed oil. I talked about this before. I used to have hormonal cystic acne. I still do every now and then, but nowhere near to the same degree. Hemp seed oil, especially cold pressed organic hemp seed oil, is a 0 on the comedogenic scale, which means it will not clog your pores, unlike things like coconut oil, which are higher on the comedogenic scale, being a 4 or a 5. Also, hemp seed oil is really good at soothing and calming skin down. Like I said, by the time I get done doing my dermaplaning, my upper lip is already nowhere near as red, at least in the mirror here. Now, it's nowhere near as red. Oil helps to dissolve oil. So my oily girls who are scared of oil, this is a really great alternative to some of the other oils that are on the market. My issue with a lot of oil cleansers that are on the market and why I just opt for hemp seed oil is that they tend to use a lot of things in it, like dimethicones, which is nothing wrong with them, but they tend to use a lot of powders to help thicken things up. And I personally feel like there's no reason for that. It's more of a sensorial type of reason why they do it. They want you to want to use it. Like hemp seed oil is it's pretty thin. It's on the thinner side. And so I washed my hands before all this, by the way, but it is so good. Also, hemp seed oil is really rich in omegas 3, 6, and 9s, which are great to help with skin health. Hence why you have your grandma who say, that fish, baby, that fish is good for your skin. Give you pretty skin. Yeah, that's why. So she's great. Love Miss Hemp Seed Oil Mama's down. I've been screaming to the rooftops about her for forever. I've been using it for the past 10 years. Since I've been living in Denver, I discovered it in Denver when I was working in the hemp industry. So yeah. So boom, nice and oiled up. We're not doing any fancy massage today. We're just getting the job done because we gotta get that baby here soon. And we're gonna take this blade. I'm gonna angle it at a 45-degree angle, or at least try to keep it there, because you never wanna go like this to your face and scratch it. That is so not sexy. So here we are. Look at that line of fuzz. I already look more vibrant. Like, when they say I don't know how to get my glow back, but I know ball. What do they say? When they think I don't know ball, I know ball. And we're just gonna go in and dermaplane. I do not recommend this if you have any acne on your face. I know I do, but I know what to do to help keeping this bacteria from spreading all of my face and re-entering it. I know how to do that. A lot of people do not. This is a good picture. Hold on, let's take a picture of that. This is good. Shout out to dermaplaning. This stuff is amazing. Like I said, I'm gonna instantly, skin's gonna look more brighter, gonna look less dull. A lot of people think that dermaplaning is just about removing these little vellus peach fuzz hair. It's not. Actually, some of the best physical exfoliation you can give to your skin. And try not to drag the blade across my face, your face, like I just did there. I was just simply trying to pick up these hairs and get them off my face. So you'll notice after you get finished dermaplaning, you might be able to see the contrast more to a lot of your blemishes. That's okay, that's completely normal. But what we now have is a great base to start introducing enzymes. So I'm gonna be using a really basic cleanser today. It is a really glycerin-based cleanser from Prequel, but I'm gonna also mix it together with an enzyme. Enzymes are derived from fruit acids. They eat away at the top layer of skin like a little Pac-Man. But what's great is that enzymes are like great prerequisites to acid-based products coming in. They actually just get all the stuff out the way. The dermaplaning helps with that top layer of dead skin and vellus hair that holds on to excess product. Then we go in with the enzyme that helps to eat up, like, it's pretty much like mopping away everything that we just sweeped. So we sweeped first, which is like dermaplaning, then we mopped, that's gonna be our enzyme. Then following that, we're gonna go in with our acids so they can really get in our skin and do what we want them to do. So this right here is my precious. This is all the stuff that came off of my face from dermaplaning. So, love her down. Love what we did there. Now, let's get to the actual cleansing portion. Actually, let's do a hot towel first. Get this top layer of oil off, and then we will do that part. We're gonna do one hot towel. We are nice and degreased. I might show up a little bit more pinker on camera in certain areas. It's completely fine. My face is fine. My face is not mad. Upper lip feels a lot better. Brows are still a little bit more on the peachy side. And all that stickiness from that oil, she's gone. She's gone. Hence why I love to go in and oil. Like I like to, you wax first, then you do, oh, if you're gonna do soft wax. I am just so distraught about this. It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here's the cleanser combination that we're going to use today. I'm going to use about 1.5 pumps of the Prequel Cleanser, our 50% glycerin-based cleanser. And then we're going to add in a nice little shake of our Eminence Barbados Cherry Enzyme Cleansing Powder. This stuff is like vitamin C on crack. And on top of it, it's really great to help with brightening the skin, discoloration, all the things. Barbados cherry is one of the most vitamin C dense fruits on the entire planet. This also has diatomaceous earth, which is really great at helping to kill any face mites that tend to live in our face. Also really great to use after we do a skin opening kind of treatment or modality on our skin. So like we just wax. Great to use this. We just dermaplane in case I nicked myself. Great to use this. Highly recommend that you use some form of disinfecting. I don't want to use the word disinfecting. You want to make sure that the steps that you take after you dermaplane are very, very important. That's going to be a huge factor in how your skin reacts. All right, we got this really nice frothy, bubbly, and thick cleanse. And we're going to at least stay here for about 60 seconds because I want those active ingredients to get in there. I want that diatomaceous earth to do its job. Also, I love the fact that we're using the cleanser. So like, okay, the difference between Prequel and CeraVe, or like a La Roche-Posay, right? I put CeraVe, La Roche-Posay, Cetaphil all in the same category. They are very good for being gentle. Really great for creating a faux barrier on your skin, which basically helps to ensure that there's not too much going out, not too many contaminants coming in. A lipid, it's like a phospholipid layer of protection. I hope that, I know that probably sounds a little crazy. An invisible layer of protection on your skin. Good bacteria, bad bacteria, fatty acids. So the thing is, La Roche-Posay, CeraVe, Cetaphil, they're great, but they're only meant to help with bringing that back up and together whenever your skin has lost its barrier. When we've used too many high heavy acids, or when we have been using too stripping of products and now the skin feels compromised, it burns, it stings, everything you put on it is just freaking mad. I love Prequel because it's more than just a barrier solution. Yes, it can help with your barrier, but since it has 50% of glycerin in here, it's really great at hydrating the skin and soothing it. Hence why if you are eczema prone, if you really have truly sensitized skin, if you need something that helps to kind of bring you back without creating a false film on your skin, like kind of like how CeraVe or Cetaphil or La Roche-Posay can sometimes do, that is what this is for. However, this is not gonna get it all done if you have a skincare concern. If you have dark spots, I promise you, that cleanser alone ain't gonna cut it, okay? If you have acne, that cleanser alone is not gonna cut it. It's a great supplemental cleanser, something you could swap out for one day for the next day and so on and so forth. So now that we have gotten a nice cleanse, I'm gonna add a little bit more water to this. I'm gonna take a towel, we're gonna wash this all off, and we're gonna go in with our next product, which is called Quick Peel. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, skin feels so good. It feels really, really good. Another reason why I love this Barbados Enzyme Cherry Powder Cleanser is because it's so travel friendly. Whenever I go traveling, she comes with. She's so good. She always gets to go and see other parts of the world. Every trip I've been on, I've taken that because it's TSA friendly. And I check a bag, okay? I mean, I don't check a bag. I carry on my bag. I don't want nobody messing with my bag. I want my stuff right where I can see it. So she gets to go, no questions asked, right? This is Quick Peel. Now this is a professional product. However, I offer virtual services, virtual skincare services, and I do tend to be able to send you all products like this when we are on Zoom or FaceTime. So I can walk you through how we can do the treatment. So you're getting those results without actually having me to physically touch you because you might be in another state or you need to be seen at a different time and I'm not working that time, or Mahali needs to be at my house. But I offer virtual training as well. I love this stuff. This has a bunch of cinnamon bark extract or a cinnamon bark oil. This stuff is spicy, spicy, spicy. I love a good spicy product. I love a good stimulating product. Stimulation is amazing because it helps to really push oxygen through your skin. That is what we want. When you have an oxygen-rich blood source and you are acne prone, oxygen will kill acne-causing bacteria. Now, I know that's only one of the few pillars that cause acne. You know, you have hormones, you have bacteria, you have oil congestion. But if we can get a hold of some stimulation, a lot of times our lymph in our skin is stagnant, so we need to pump that lymph. A lot of times the blood flow in our skin is more stagnant than it could be. This helps with that. I'm gonna be bright freaking red when I'm done with this, but I promise you, this is the best stuff ever. You can have the sensitivest skin, the most sensitive skin, and you can use a product like this. But I won't lie to you, it's hot. Like right now, oh my gosh, it's spicy. It's spicy. Great exfoliating. I use this before I do a hydrofacial on people, and it will literally extract things out before I even get a chance to extract. My eyes are watering because it is really that stinky. But yes, I promise you, you're gonna see, I'm gonna look beet red, but you just gotta trust the process, girl. Trust the process. I realized I got the whole steps, like, we're not doing all that. We're gonna keep this cute, simple, and straight to the point for you. The whole point is to get glass skin. The other aspects I was thinking about, they don't really matter. They don't matter. But yes, so now we have this DMK cleansing gel. DMK is that girl. They are really good. Like at my spa, I sell Eminent Skincare Organics and I sell DMK. Those are the two main lines that I have. I tell people all the time, Eminence is like a superfood diet. Like you're gonna get the best of the best when it comes to wellness and whole foods as far as how it will make up as a skincare line. And DMK is gonna be like your supplement. It's gonna be like your more medical-based skincare. But you're gonna get a lot of more clinically driven products that work well together. Oh yeah. But this right here, this is good. I can tell my skin needed this because it is now cooling down. It's nowhere near as hot. So that was quick, right? Like real quick. Nowhere near as hot. Excellent at eating up whatever the heck may be sitting in my skin. So we're gonna wait. I'm gonna show you exactly what this looks like when this is dried down completely. And we are going to move on. So I'll be back. Jump scare. Okay, so the quick peel is like pretty much dry. The reason why they call this product quick peel is if you do like this, it looks like a peel. A quick one. So it is actually encouraged to effleurage or roll up this product to give you some extra exfoliation. The whole purpose of this product for me is to get as much crap out my face, and this is going to make me certified stamp butterlicious, okay? Skin is gonna be so freaking smooth. It's over. Like, I will quite literally have the smoothest skin on the block, and I wish someone would tell me otherwise. Go in and just, yes, that's what we want to do. Peel a little piece off if you're feeling fancy. No, I'm just joking. I'm gonna take a towel to this now, hot towel. We're gonna remove this. I got a ton of circulation that happened and went on here. Our skin is feeling really good, feeling juicy. We've pushed that blood flow into our skin, especially after doing our dermaplaning. It is gonna feel so amazing to our skin topically, but also making sure that we're doing some back-end aftercare to ensure that there is no bacteria that will influence or affect the dermaplaning once we get finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this, and we're gonna go ahead and layer on our hydrating products. Now, what really helps to glass this skin out is the very last product, so just stay there, hold on, and we'll get to that. And you can kind of see it in the morning. I'll be able to show you the results in the morning because it's gonna really give what it needs to give, okay? Because we gotta do our nails too. Okay, but like, look, oh, so satisfying. Ah, I love this product so much. It's one of my favorites. This product has actually replaced a couple of products that were things that I sold before. I love her down. She is good. She's better than good. She's great. She's grand. Can you tell I just be doing anything? I be living my life just doing anything. And I know that just absolutely burns the biscuits of a few people. Just be out here. This stuff is so good. Like, y'all don't understand. Oh, the skin is skinning. It is giving everything it's supposed to give. And it's great for pigmentation, which we need to clear this side up. Oh yeah. Don't say nothing to me, mama. Dígame nada. I think that's how you say it. Dígame nada. Yeah. That right there. That's the one. Right. Perfect. We've got some great circulation going. If you are someone who tends to get a ton of sebaceous filaments or blackheads in your nose, you're gonna love this. There's nothing. My nose is literally so clean, and like, you know, it didn't require me having to scrub or use a sugar scrub or scratch my skin in order to feel this way. Like, chemical exfoliations are the gold standard. And this one is literally chef's kiss. We're gonna do one more hot towel just to make sure I got all of the residue off of my skin, because it will sneak up on you later. You'll be like sleeping and you're like, what's that crusty thing on my face? It's some quick peel. So one more time for the one time. So delicious. Oh, so delicious. All right. Now, while the skin is still damp, let's go ahead and start layering on our hydrating products. First things first. I like to use a toner and an essence. This is the Laneige Cream Skin. I'm all out of, what are they called? Toner pads. So we're just gonna go in straight with our lovely hands. We're gonna take this in our palms and just rub it. Rub it in. Rub it in. This is the Milky Cream Toner. It thickens up to almost be like the lightest moisturizer ever. If you wanted to double it down as that, you could and just stop here and then put your sunscreen on. I personally wouldn't recommend that. That's just not my jam. But great base. Great base, especially now that things are getting a little bit more drier outside. Seasons are trying to change. Add a couple more drops here. I like this a lot. When I'm doing makeup, this is a non-negotiable. Have to put this stuff on. Have to put this stuff on. If you know me, I've been riding down to the ground till the wheels fall off with Good Molecules. Good Molecules has the best, and I stand on it. All 10 toes and corns down. I stand 10 toes and callus down to the ground. Good Molecules is the best thing you're gonna get out of any store that sells groceries and skincare. There's no one better. There's no one better. So this is the Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Boosting, Sakura Hyaluronic Acid Boosting Essence. This is their second version. The first version did not have like the Sakura, I don't know exactly. This is supposed to be very similar to how they make Korean skincare essences. If you don't know what an essence is, that's if a serum and a toner were to have a baby. She could almost be an essence, but they don't call her that. So she says toner and moisturizer, that we will call her by her pronouns. She, however, is an essence, and I love this stuff. This gives you a really glassy look. Oh my gosh, everyone needs this stuff. Everyone should be using hyaluronic acid anyway because it's amazing at helping with binding moisture to your skin. But like, no, seriously, you need this. You need it. Now, what we'll do is we'll let that, I'm sorry, I keep looking at myself. I need to look at you. So now that we've done this, we bring this up to our eyelids. We go right up here. We're not even gonna do an under eye cream because we don't need it. I don't think for this type of facial, you don't need it. I use the same one anyway. If we're being honest, all eye creams are, at least the ones that I've tried so far, are just fancy moisturizers or just moisturizers in general. I do got some on my hit list though that are Korean based and I'm really excited. So next, I'm gonna go in first with my DMK Beta Gel Serum. This is a beta-glucan based serum. Beta-glucan is an amazing active ingredient. It helps to soothe and soften the skin. Really great if you are cystic or angry, inflamed, acne prone. She is going to be your fire extinguisher. Everyone who has acne, or at least most people, they try to treat acne by fighting fire with fire. Acne is quite literally a fire. And people go and they get the most heavy hitting, concentrated active ingredient acid cleansers or serums or whatever. And it's like, no, actually what you need to do is put out the fire. You're adding gasoline to the fire. There's a place for it where those actives work as well. But if you were to take the soothing, calming approach, gentle parent to your acne, I promise it wouldn't rebel nearly as much. I promise. Address the inflammation first and then the congestion. I swear, just hear me out. Try that first and then see how you feel. See how your skin feels. But Beta Gel is really great. I love the Bioma SPF Gel Moisturizer SPF. I use that whenever I'm doing a chemical peel or if I just do something really, really active to my skin because she is really, really good at helping to calm, soothe, and hydrate. She's more hydrating actually than hyaluronic acid itself. So these two together, it's like they're like Mariah Carey, we belong together. Like it's the emancipation of Mimi. So that's that. Next and almost last, I'm gonna be using this Medicube One Day Exosome Shot Serum. So this is probably one of the coolest things to come out with skincare in the past year and some change. So what this is a spicule based serum. There's these tiny little prickly guys, particles that you put into the skin, right? And what it does is it helps to kind of take the active ingredients that are within this already and also use those spicules or exosomes to physically put it in the epidermis. Our skin is not like a sponge. It does not just absorb things like that we think they do. Like if that was the case, if we touched something and it was bad for us, it would just absorb into our hands or same thing. It doesn't work that way. These are great because this is for the first time I can, with confidence, suggest a product that is great for pitting and scarring. So when you have these rolling scars like I do myself, or large looking pores, this will actually help with the appearance of that. Why? Is because these little spicules help to create a controlled injury, which helps to trigger collagen and rebuild the skin. Up until this point, I recommended laser and microneedling. There was nothing you could buy in a bottle that I would be like, yeah, that would help. This does. So I'm gonna do about 2 pumps of this guy. I'm gonna rub it in. This is like the 7500 one, so this one is kind of a little bit on the higher end, but it could go even higher. I actually have a peel that is very much more dense than this, And when you rub it in, you do tend to feel a little discomfort. That's okay, you know? We do hard things around here. Put a little bit of that on, rub it in. The skin is giving, 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 boom. Now, why I like to call this the glass skin facial. I have to run out and go get my baby. So this doesn't apply to me for the next step. But you want to seal this all in. You do not have to do that with an oil. We already did oil. Oil was great. She was already a part of our life. But what you want to do, and I have a love-hate relationship with this product. What you want to do is now get a sleeping mask. Let me show you the one that I'm going to use. And we're going to see at the very end, when I reveal my skin, how it will look. This is the Medicube Collagen Overnight Mask. So I want you to know, Medicube, no shade, no tea. There is nothing about collagen that's gonna help with your skin within this mask, okay? Collagen is just way too big of a molecule to actually transfer into your skin. It ain't happening. But I'm gonna tell you why I do love her, okay? So you put this on, it's gonna kind of create that same similar film that quick peel does, right? Has that nice film, and it's gonna create like a saran wrap on top of your skin. What this is gonna do is it's gonna protect your products from getting on your pillow. If there's anything on your pillow now, it's gonna keep it from going onto your skin, whether it's hair product, oil, spit, whatever. It helps to act as a barrier in between your skin and your pillow. Why I love it. Also, if you are someone who likes to, if you're a curly girl and you like to style your hair and in your face, I highly recommend putting this on first, letting it dry down, then styling your hair. That way, none of those products that tend to have some of those heavier comedogenic oils that we were talking about earlier, they will not get into the skin, stay onto the skin, and create breakouts. I get a lot of girls that come in for facials around here, and I can automatically know, especially if they're curly, I'm like, yeah, girl, you style your hair forward. That's the biotin that's in there. That's the butters and creams that are in there. You don't have to do that. So I'm not gonna show you this just yet. I'm actually gonna reveal this at the end so you can see my skin, like, you know, and what it looks like the very next morning. If you wanna feel like you can be like a mirror to someone because of that glass skin effect, this is what you want. Now for my lips, let's gonna put some on that. I don't like to put a moisturizer on underneath it just because I'm not a huge fan of moisturizer in this. I tend to notice that's when it gets a little bit clogging, and I don't like that. You know, I feel like that's a bit too much for your skin to be holding on. But if you wanna stop right here with your water-based serums and then use this, girl, bye. All right, Shug, this is the next day. This is that Medicube Collagen Night Wrapping Mask I was telling you about. So you sleep with this guy on after you have layered all that beautiful hydration on, and now this is the most satisfying part. You get to peel it all off. This is not like a peel off mask where you pull it and you can see all the little things that pull off your face. No, this is strictly just like saran wrap to keep everything underneath into your skin. So let's go ahead and take her off. Ooh, this is so satisfying. There we go. Oh, and do you see the radiance? Do you see? Because it's all trapped in. It didn't get transferred onto your pillow. Gently around those eyebrows. Even though I don't think it'll pull your eyebrows off. It's not that. It's nowhere near like the 2016 peel off mask. And there she is. And look at the... I wake up dull. I will wake up a little bit more dull if I do not use this because all of my product will be soaked into my pillowcase. Doesn't matter if I'm using a cotton one, doesn't matter if I'm using a satin one. This is like our little saver of skincare, and isn't she giving with our nails? Isn't she freaking giving? Ooh. Okay, I hope that you can try this glass skin facial routine. Everything that I spoke about you can either get through Amazon or I'll link it below. All easily accessible things and pretty affordable things as well. So you don't have to worry about breaking the bank in order to give yourself a facial. You can repeat this many times over. Like this video so someone like you can find someone like me and teach them some more skincare, some self-care at home, vibing facial time, okay? I'll see y'all next time. Bye. What is on my lips? Okay. Well, y'all saw that. Hey, I think that was yogurt. I ate some yogurt before I came out.